What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Gonti Grand Larceny. Hope you're ready to steal some stuff. Oh, playing against Zurgo Bellstriker. Awesome, man. As far as opening hit, yeah, this is good. We've got Flesh Bag, we've got Voyager Staff, a little Conjurer's Closet. Yes, we will keep on this one. All we need to do is hit that, get to 5 mana or 4 mana for Gonti, and then slowly get into Conjurer's Closet and get some nice little value going. Let's go and lead off with the Swamp. Let's go and get the Voyager Staff down. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. We're playing Gonti, Lord of Luxury. He has Death Touch. Whenever he enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of target opponent's library. We may exile one of those face down and spend our manas or any color to cast that spell. Playing against Zurgo Bellstriker, can't block creatures of power 2 or greater, and then has the dash ability. Cast it first dash. If you do a Grain's Haste, return to the battlefield. It's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So, see what they're going to go for. They made it going for the Bellstriker. Ooh, got Frenzy Goblin. Alright, looks like we got a nice little mono red aggro style deck. Let's go and get the Swamp down. Anything else we need to go for? We are online for Doomblade, but at this point right now, yeah, we're okay with, I think we're okay with just a little Frenzy Goblin on the battlefield. We'll kind of save Doomblade for something else that's going to be a little bit more critical. But yeah, we covered both commanders. We're good. Free time, we can talk about whatever. Welcome to Gonti. Hope you're ready to get some nice little enter the battlefield triggers. Yeah, Conjurer's Closet. If you're thinking about building Gonti, you can definitely go budget with Gonti. You just need about like, I think like 97, 98 swamps, Conjurer's Closet, and Panharmonicon, and then you are good to go. You're set. Have some fun. All right, we got Ink coming down. Hopefully we can kind of survive this nice little mono red deck. Let's see. See what we're drawing to. Worst fears. Let's go and get these swamp down. 2 damage to us. Let's go ahead and... do we want to go in Flesh Bag to get rid of the Goblin? Kind of keep him off the battlefield. We're only looking at 1 though right now, but that ink, it may add up if we keep making our land drops for the turn. Yeah, let's go and go Flesh Bag. That way we don't have to play around that whatever tax you may pay red if you do target creature can't block this turn. That may make a difference towards the end, especially with ink out there. So I'm okay with going for this one, especially, and then we have Doomblade back up in the hand, so going past the turn. Hopefully, fingers crossed we hit the land drop for the turn. We can get down Gonti, get a nice little enter the battlefield, and maybe we can start building our own little mono red style deck. And then plus Ink, doesn't really matter if it's your lands or your opponent's lands. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to that opponent. So we're slowly going to be going down. That's why I love cards like Ink, because it's like a sinking ship. Both players on the sinking ship, who can outrace the sinking ship? So I always love kind of I love games within games like this. Okay, opponents get down the. Getting down Abbott as prowess, enters the battlefield, exile target card. Warden Instigator, not going to be able to cast that one, and it's going to stay exiled, so we're going to cross that one off. Drawn to Ancient Tomb, beautiful. That's just what we needed. Let's go and get down the Ancient. Let's get down, not the Ancient. Let's get down Gonti. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonti's coming down. Now we do have to watch out with Ancient Tomb out there and Aang. That's going to be a little bit pricey. See, we can kind of Impact Trimmers, Bedlam Reveler. It's going to be 7 instant sorcery. Stormblood Berserker, Bloodthirst, 3 Menace, Impact Trimmers. We're not really going to have a lot of stuff going. And if we go Instant Moonlight Bargain, paying a lot of life, it's going to be really hard for us to kind of get to that Reveler. I mean, it's 7 mana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 8. We don't really have that many instant or sorceries in the graveyard. Then draw 3 cards. Let's go ahead and go for the Berserker. You know, if we swing in with Gonti, we can get down to the Berserker for the Bloodthirst and get a nice little 3/3 with Menace on the battlefield. I think we're okay with that. And then we also, you know, if our opponent does swing in, we can declare Gonti a blocker and go for Voyager Staff and kind of exile something. Or at least exile Gonti, bring it back to get a nice little enter the battlefield trigger. But yeah, if you're building Gonti, Voyager Staff, little cheap effects like this go a long way with Gonti. We're also running stuff in here like Undying Evil. With the Undying Evil, what we can do is whenever Gonti, if he's going to die, we declare him a blocker or something like that. We can cast Undying on him. Undying, it'll go to the graveyard, come back with a +1 counter on it. And then you get a nice little enter the battlefield trigger. So cheap little enter the battlefield triggers like that just make the deck a lot more playable, because you get to keep getting fresh looks at your opponent, the top card of your opponent's library, and that's what is excuse me, that's what ends up making Gonti so much fun, is that you're not just playing an extension of your opponent's deck. So right now, if we can slowly work towards a little mono red deck and we get a nice little established, this one we may end up going swinging in with Gonti. You know, we do have to watch out for the prowess out there. Alright, Arc Trail, 2 damage target creature, 1 damage target creature or player, 2 damage, and then looks like 1 damage up top. Prowess, okay. So what we're not going to be able to do is block on this one. So it's 2 damage, 1 damage to us. They're going to be able to swing in for 3. If we wanted to, we could get rid of Gonti. kind of declare, or, well, if they go for Burst Lightning, they'll go for that. Burst Lightning is not kick, so 2 damage target creature player. It's going to take care of Gonti. It goes back to the command zone, so we can recast it. We're not going to be able to deal damage to get down the Berserker, so we're going to have to kind of figure out something else for this. Let's see what we draw into. And if we need to, we can go Doomblade on the Abbot. Alright, let's go and get the Swamp down. It's going to be 2 damage from the Ankh. Gonti's going to be 6 total mana. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've got 2 cards in the hand. Yeah, let's go and go for Gonti. Why not? Let's have some fun. Let's kind of push it towards the edge. We get into a spot where we can go Voyager Staff and start exiling, getting a few more triggers. Alright, let's get Gonti coming back in. He's like, man, we're not done stealing stuff. Alright, so we have Torch Fiend, destroy target artifact. Ooh, Torch Fiend. So we can go for that, destroy target. Oh, no, we're not going to be able to go for the activated red mana. Nope. We can cast it, but we're not going to have the red mana activation. Goblin War Driver, Battle Cry. Yeah, I guess we'll end up going Goblin War Driver. Go for that, goes to the exile zone. Let's get the command zone squared out. Anything else? No, pass turn. Alright, so if we can get down Conjurer's Closet, we can hit one more land. What we can do is get down Conjurer's Closet. We can play around Ankh if we need to, but we can go for that, and then we'll be online to start bouncing Gonti at the end of each turn. At the beginning of our end step, and start getting those extra triggers. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 2 away from going for Worst Fears, which is gain control of target creature. Excuse me, gain control of target player during their next turn. So they've got 2 cards in the hand, and probably not a whole lot as far as mono red is concerned, so that may not be our best option. Grafted Wargear, okay. And then what we can do is we can let them swing in one more time, and they're going to be able to equip it for 0. Yeah, equip it for 0, put it on there. It's going to be 6/4 swinging in. Do we want to chump block with Gonti? That's going to put us down to 8. And it's going to have... We can chump block with Gonti to kill it, and not to... I think that's going to be in our best interest. Yeah, let's go and go. Let's go Gonti. Let's chump block. It's going to kill the Abbot. Gonti gets sent back to the command zone. We'll have to get into a couple more mana to go for that. And they'll have to set, either way, they'll sacrifice. Get that in the graveyard, because they might be running out of gas right now. This might be a good way for us to kind of stabilize. Get the War Name Aspirant. Okay, there's a battlefield with the +1 counter on it. If a attack with a creature can't be blocked. Okay. Alright, so we're going to be able to have Doomblade to take care of that. We can get down the Goblin War Driver, and we can swing in with the Battle Cry, and then get down the Stormblood Berserker the following turn. I like that. Baron Moor. Let's go ahead and go for the... Let's get the Goblin War Driver down. And I think they fixed that mana. It's a lot easier to cast that stuff now. Baron Moor. Let's go ahead and play that. That way, we need as much mana as we can if we're going to get into some of our bigger spells. And if we want to recast Gonti, we got to go for that. So, and then we'll also be online for Doomblade to kind of take care of the... once they go for the War Gear equip, we can go and let them swing in. Enters the battlefield with the +1. Okay, yeah. So what we can do is, in response to the equip, we can go for the Doomblade to kind of take care of it. We have ourselves a nice little Goblin War Driver. We go and swing in. Well, just in case they have any other sort of creatures, we're going to let them swing in. Yeah, because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have indestructible or anything. We'll wait till we get into the combat step, and then we'll go for the Doomblade. Okay. So we're going to go for the Doomblade. It'll be 1, 2. It's going to have to sacrifice it, and now they're kind of basically just kind of stuck on Zurgo, depending on what the last card in their hand is. Alright, get down Zurgo, get the chat that closed out. Anything else? Okay, and we're still doing okay on clock. Dark Petition. And we do not have Spell Mastery online if there are 2 or more instant or sorcery spells in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're 1 away from going for Dark Petition and going for Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Now, if we go for Conjurer's Closet, you may return to the battlefield under your control. So we'll actually permanently gain control of Goblin War Driver. Do we want to swing in with the Goblin War Driver? I can't really see them. Can't block creatures with power 2 or greater. Okay, so they're not going to be able to block on the Goblin. Let's go and swing with the Goblin War Driver. You get that Battle Cry. It's not really going to matter, though, with the Battle Cry. Swing in for 2. Put our opponent down to 22. That'll turn on Bloodthirst for the Storm Berserker. So I'm going to get that down. And then that's going to be a nice little 3/3 body. We will be online for Moonlight Bargain. That's going to be pretty taxing, though, as far as having Aang out there. We can go for Dark Petition, search your for a card, put it into your hand. What we could do is tap for 2. Yeah, let's go Dark Petition. I'm okay with that. Let's go Dark Petition. If we're trying to play around Aang, what we need to do is we need to go for... we need to get some bodies on the battlefield. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that will be enough for the Whispering One. Where are you? It's going to be 7 total mana. We'll have to tap out. They'll have to start sacrificing a creature for the grafted War Gear. I like that. They're going to be able to get the War Gear on it next turn. Yeah, let's go and grab the Whispering One. We could just go for a cheap little Shriekmaw and keep it off the battlefield. Let's go for the Whispering One. That way they're going to have to keep sacrificing creatures. It goes into our hand. If we need to chump block on something, we can. It's going to get +3, +2. That's going to be 5/4. Put us down to 5. Put us down to 3 if we go for that. We'll have to be careful about our land drops after that, but if we can get the Whispering One down, we can start bringing stuff back like the Fleshback Marauder to kind of get rid of that. And then do we want to chump block with the Stormblood Berserker? We're able to save 5 damage. Yeah, let's go and do that. I think I'm okay with that. We just kind of want to preserve our life total. We don't want to die just in a random damage spell. Okay, got the Zurgo. He's ringing his bell trying to kill us at 10. And then we'll be online for the Whispering One next turn. Unleash, okay. So if we get the tap out for the Whispering One next turn, they're going to have to sacrifice a creature. It almost puts them in a spot to where they have to sacrifice the Rampager, and then we get the Whispering One, get that kind of apply that pressure. Drawn to Vampiric Tutor. Let's go and get the Whispering One down. That's going to be 1, 2. And what we can do with the Whispering, with the Vampiric Tutor, we're going to lose 2 life, but at least we'll get this down. We're not going to swing in. That way we at least have another blocker. We can get the Fleshback coming back next turn. And then what we can do is bring back Fleshback Marauder to kind of keep anything else they get out on the battlefield. Alright, so they're going to have to sacrifice a creature. If they want to swing in with the Bellstriker, they can. But more than likely what we're going to do is, even if they do swing in with the Bellstriker, we're going to go ahead and block with the Goblin War Driver. That way we can make sure that we don't just die to a random burn spell. You know, it's a 6/6, swing in with the 5/4. It just needs 1 more point of damage to kind of take care of it. And then in this battlefield, 2 damage up top. Okay. And now as far as Swamp Walk is concerned, we don't have Swamp Walk online. Okay, we got no swings from our opponent. They're going to hold off. I like that. Sounds good to me. We just need to be careful about the Ank out there now. Alright, return target creature. Yes, we're going to go and bring that back to the battlefield. Each player sacks a creature. We're going to go and sacrifice Fleshbag. You have to get rid of Zurgo Bellstriker. We can go and swing in with the Whispering One for 6 damage. It's going to put him down to 14, and then we'll have the Goblin War Driver on the back end as far as blocking goes. It leaves us a little bit open, but I think I do like that line of play. Okay, it becomes unequipped. Panharmonicon. Let's go ahead and swing in. Let's go and swing in for 6. We're still going to go and leave up the Goblin War Driver. I like that. And we're at the point now to where we're probably not going to make any more land drops, just because, you know, we're at 8 life total. You don't want to be too risky with that. Do we want to get down Panharmonicon? No, let's not get down Panharmonicon. The only reason for that is if we get down Panharmonicon and then we get Fleshbag, that's going to be double sacrifice triggers. We do not want to get double with the we do not want to get double with Fleshbag out there. That would not be that fun. Okay, opponent's going for Sin Prodder. What we could do is we could get just a little bit of life buff total. We could go for Grey Merchant. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. They're still going to have to sacrifice the Sin Prodder either way. But if we go for Vampiric Tutor on the Grey Merchant, that'll give us a little bit of a buffer, and we'll gain just a little bit. And if we do kill it, we can start bringing it back. Let's go and do that. Let's go Vampiric Tutor. They've only got 3 mana, so I don't think we're going to just die to a burn spell like that. We'll do it at the end of our end step. Alright, Vampiric Tutor. Let's go and go for the Grey Merchant. And then we get into spots where we can just kind of keep, there we go, Grey Merchant. Yeah, let's grab that. Grey Merchant. It's going to go on top of our library. Return target creature card from our graveyard to the battlefield. We're going to bring back Fleshbag Marauder. Each player sack a creature. That's going to be Fleshbag. And then they'll go back into the graveyard. Then we get into spots where we can just cast the Grey Merchant and get that down. And we also have Voyager Staff to kind of do a little bit of cleanup after that. So let's go and get the Grey Merchant down. Before they have a chance to do anything. That's going to be 4 devotion. They're going to lose 4. We're going to gain 4. Go back to 10. We can swing in with the Whispering One. If we swing in, that's going to be Battle Cry for 7. And then I'll be 3 coming across. Okay, opponent scoops it up. Yeah, we'll kind of go follow that line of play again. So we get down Grey Merchant. That's going to be 4 devotion with the Whispering One out there. So they're going to lose 4. We gain 4. We go to 10. They go to 10. If we wanted to swing in with the Goblin War Driver, we could. That would give Battle Cry, which would give the Whispering One 7 life total. And that would put them down to 9. And then the next turn we have Fleshbag Marauder coming out. So and then we'd also have Grey Merchant on the back end to kind of start blocking. Or we could simply just exile it and bounce it again, Grey Merchant, and have enough at the end of the turn to kind of close it out. So that was enough to close it out, searching up for the Grey Merchant, and yeah, kind of played around a nice little Ank of Mishra out there. So that's always fun to kind of play around that game within a game. So, alright everybody, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.